Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Thursday, March 17th, 2016. Take a look at this chart, folks. One of the most amazing charts I have seen in recent years even. And we're talking about large caps here. Obviously you find small caps that go nuts, up, hundreds of percentage points. But it's very rare you see a large cap that makes this type of move. And the name of the stock, obviously, Tesla, TSLA. But look at this. It went from basically $140 to $228.5 today. Look at that hitting the 200 daily moving average. I mean, if this isn't a short setup, I don't know what a short setup is. I mean, that's the way I feel looking at this chart. This is absolutely out of control. The stock is up like 62 to 63% since early to mid-February. So we're talking basically 4 to 6 weeks. In 4 to 6 weeks, Tesla, we're not talking about little John Schmo's tiny automobile stock. We're talking about Tesla is up 62 to 63% in 6 weeks. Out of control. Blows my mind. Insane. I think it's a short. I think it's a dead-on short. If you can't get shares to short, you can play the puts. I buy 2 months out, puts right around the strike. I would be shocked if this doesn't have a $25 to $30 pullback in it. And even that pullback, a $25 pullback only brings you, I mean, what does that even, doesn't even bring you to 200. Let's say $30, so it takes you right below 200. I would say 195 to 197 is probably your general target for a pullback, which would be about $30, give or take. But insane. A couple other things I'm noting here today, folks. A lot of stocks, and this is kind of an interesting factor today. So there's a lot of named stocks, name brand stocks, names that we hear every day that are not performing well. For instance, JP Morgan, flat on the day. Flat. Markets are doing very, very well today. Spider's trading up about 0.75%. JP Morgan flat. Look at Amazon today. Amazon's down $14.50. Look at Facebook today. Down almost 1%, down $1 today. Now, Facebook actually was a beautiful short setup here. If you're a Research Center member, take a look at that level. We know about this one. I shorted it yesterday into this level. Gap fill, inside bar pattern off of this drop. This is a classic bearish pattern. All right. Now, granted, the markets are strong. I can't take anything away from the markets, but I'll tell you this. I mean, this type of move up in the markets is unsustainable. I think the S&P is up like 15, 16% since the lows about a month ago. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So we'll see how it plays, but my guess is again we start to see a rollover in the markets. I don't know how big of a rollover, but you'll have some selling. I mean, got to be some profit taking in the very least. Any sort of fear creeps in, you're going to see it. Also, I think the IBB. I mean, look at the IBB today, guys. Barely off double bottom, and think about the markets having such a big bounce over the last month. And look at the IBB. The IBB's barely caught a bounce, and it's fallen over it back to double bottom. This tells me this is going to go lower. IBB's going to go lower. Crazy, huh? Nuts. Some other name brands that are a little bit under pressure. Apple today, another big name. Take a look at Apple. It's had a great run, don't get me wrong, but on a day like today, a lot of stuff is up, and we're not seeing Apple up. So a lot in the tech sector and a little bit in the financials too with JP Morgan are really struggling today, and I'm really curious to see, once we get through options expiration tomorrow, what is the real market? Because right now I think you're seeing, you had the Fed yesterday. Markets are up today on oil. Oil's having a great day today. Take a look at the USO today, up about 3.78%. That's great. But the question really is now, what is the real market when we get past the Fed meeting here and the reaction, and then past the oil move here, and then also past options expiration tomorrow? And I think starting next week, you have to think about a pullback. That would be my estimation. I think there's a lot of bulls now climbing on board since the market hasn't pulled back now in over a month. But I would be out on that thought process of expecting at least some sort of pullback next week. All right, guys, bottom line is you can come get live trade alerts here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. More information. I'll give you exact plays, exact entry points, stops, and targets. Come get it right here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take your 7-day free trial.